I go into Bill Jackson's, and I'm looking for a knife for the Coon Man. I immediately spot one, and Will says that's perfect for skinning animals. So I purchased the Kershaw skinning knife, and I take it to the jewelry store, and I have it engraved with the Coon Man. When he receives that, he goes back into the box and brings me back a dime. We exchange metal for metal, and we are friends. When I drive back from Tallahassee that night, my heart is full of sadness and emotion, but all I can reflect on is when the Coon Man looks at Randy when he's starting to tear up and says, "Keep your emotions in check. That's how you survive." As Randy tears as he opens his last present, his sadness is because I am leaving. He does not want me to leave, nor he would not ask me to take him with me, for that would leave him leaving the Coon Man. They are brothers. Through the technology of cellular phones, Randy's able to reach out. $30 increments give him 1,000 minutes that won't expire. You can reload his phone from afar. But he's constantly in argument with his family members. They know what's best. He says, "You don't understand." They say, "No, you don't understand." And he says, "You don't understand." And the argument goes back and forth. But I have to say, to see how he's living, where he's living, and how he lives is the only way. And he's right. You don't understand. After I leave, I'm 30 minutes south of Perry, and I get a phone call. It's Randy. He's in tears. He's called his son, and his son doesn't understand. It's Christmas Eve, and his son hangs up on him. I give him an assuring, comforting voice. "Everything's going to be okay, Randy." He feels better. Prior to my departure, I'm sitting on an apple box in front of his box. Coon Man is sitting next to me. Randy's gone inside and put on an actual record. He's playing it just for me. I don't know this. It has harmonica on it that he's really, really in love with. I say, "Who's this? Who's playing?" And they don't know. They've lost the album cover. So I pull out my phone and I ask Suri to tell me who's playing. They look at me oddly. They start talking as though I am doing something on my own and silly. It takes a while for Suri to understand, but she comes through, and she voices out loud, "That's Buster Benton." They look at me in disbelief, because that's who it is. Buster Benton, singing Dangerous Woman. Take me back to South Tallahassee, down across the bridge to my sweet sassafrasy. Can't stand up my feet in the city. Got to get back to the real nitty-gritty. I'm in hour 4, 22 minutes outside South Tallahassee. I call Randy. He picks up. He says, "Are you here?" I go, "No, I'm 22 minutes out." He says, "Great, I can sleep for 10 more minutes." I find out that when you sleep with no heat, you don't want to get up till you absolutely have to, because once you're up, you're up. You sleep in layers, all your clothes, and then some. You have layers of blankets. You're creating heat. You don't want to move and lose all that heat. 22 minutes later, I pull down a 3.5-mile stretch behind I-10, and I pull up to the box. He can hear me pull up. He comes out. He smiles. Randy exits the box. I step out of the van. I tell him I'm not feeling well. I don't want to get him sick. He doesn't care. I know that if I get him ill, he might not survive it. So I hug him loosely. I said, "You ready?" He gets in my van. I back out. I'm driving west to 3.5 miles. The smell. The smell. What is the smell? I can't put my finger on it. It's so strong. It has permeated him. It's him. He smells. It smells It smells like pine and potpourri. It is overwhelming. Why? Why does it smell like that? As we drive west to 19 to make a left and cross the 10 to the 3 gas stations that are there, I can't help but reflect that this is Christmas Eve, and my friend is so glad to see me, because prior, I was to arrive with 3 people, myself and 2 friends, but plans change, we're all busy, and on Saturday, I called him where I was to arrive on Sunday, and I informed him that we weren't coming. You can tell in his voice his heart sank. So I spent Sunday prepping to arrive on Monday, Christmas Eve. His heart is full of joy. My heart is full of sadness. His hair is matted. It appears he has not showered in over a week, 2, 3. I don't visibly see signs of lice or bugs on him. But that smell. He is now the navigator. He can go wherever he wants. I'm a magic carpet. I'm directed to the mobile station. I decide, you know what, half a tank, I need gas. I realize that gas on the highway is 30 cents higher than it is in town, $2.30. Anyway, the reason we're at the mobile is that this is his favorite toilet. It's clean, and it has toilet paper. It's well kept, and it has his coffee. The strongest coffee, Arabic, something, whatever. I follow him to the restroom, and it's visibly audible through the walls. His COPD in his movement. It's very loud. I decide I'll fill up and then ingratiate myself because I feel that maybe he's making a scene and they don't like it. He comes out smiling, and he goes to the coffee. There's a lady, and she's getting coffee. It's a big coffee bar. To note, Tallahassee is a very fine town. Everyone is happy. Everyone is polite. Everyone is cordial. There is no color in Tallahassee. There's only human, and a human who talks is a human to be listened to. For if you don't talk, then you're not interesting. Randy has the ability to talk. He can tell story. He is human. I must say that the mobile station was an event. Certainly we got cigarettes and a lighter, and got fuel and coffee. But I felt it important to endear him to those folks, because he was just a man. And when he was chatting up those women, the one who worked there, the one who was coughing there, I couldn't help but say that you're talking to one of the best surfers ever. That made him fill with pride, because it's true, and it allowed him to speak about his son, whom he's so proud of. Where to now? Heading west, I-10, South Tallahassee. We're going to the free clinic. We're picking up medicine. Backtrack 1 year. His brother and I arrive on a Saturday. He needs this medicine. Getting around for him is hard. It takes days of planning to get somewhere, and dependent on somebody who may or may not show up, or their car may or may not make it, or break down on the way, or not make it there at all to pick him up. It's tough. So that Saturday, a year ago, we missed it, and he was without albuterol. This year, however, we were to arrive on Sunday. Plans changed. We're arriving on Monday. They're open. We walk in. We go straight to the front. He says his name. The man goes behind and picks up 2 bags. He is amazed. There's no wait. It's $22. He looks at me. I put in my card. Success. We have albuterol, an inhaler, and packets to go into a machine. We go to the front of the counter and get an appointment for February 15th. He puts it as late as he can before lunch, thinking that would probably work out based on the distance and the ability to actually get the ride. Success. It's Christmas Eve. We have albuterol. We get into the van. That thing opens up, and it's an exclamation of weight. How heavy it feels. Because when these things get used, you'll nurse them. They get lighter and lighter and lighter. He can feel it in his hands. He's very excited. He shakes and snaps his wrists. This is a big deal. A brand new inhaler of albuterol. As we drive away, he takes the reserved puff. He can now breathe. Backtrack on the way to the clinic. There's certainly the main road. Head south. Head east. Make a left. It's up there on the right. But we go through the park. Randy loves the parks. He loves the housing. We go up and down hills. For a man who lives in the woods, seeing the split-level structures and their ornament with Christmas lights is very fulfilling and happiness. We go up, we go down, we go left, we go right. The houses are beautiful. They've been there forever. This is part of the ride. This is part of the trip, to see the homes, to see the parks. We have a checklist. There are things to get and things to do. Now that we have success in albuterol land, we're heading for a jacket. I recommend Penny's. Last year we went to Sears. Sears was busy. Sears didn't have great selection. Sears was disappointing. Randy was embarrassed. This year he's not embarrassed. This year he's happy. It's Christmas Eve. I suggest JCPenney. He wants to go to the sporting goods store. What I don't understand is that he's been to the store before. He's admired this jacket for over a half a year. My mind goes to it's too much, but I don't know. I humor him. We make U-turns. We go to the store. We find our way to the jacket. It's a double XL. He doesn't care. He wants it. It's gray. It's perfect. I hunt and I hunt and I find an L. He's definitely a medium, but he exclaims to me that he wears so many layers to keep warm, he doesn't have heat. We find the perfect jacket. It's the one he wanted. I suggest shoes. He's embarrassed to try on shoes. His socks have holes in them. I said, don't mind her. Her job's to put away the shoes. We get as many shoes as we want. We put them on. He doesn't like any of them. Brother Joe has given him shoes into the truck. He knows this. Joe has called him. He wants to try on Joe's shoes before he commits to $150 shoes. We make our way to the line. The lights are bright. People are rude to him. He smells. I go through the line. Retail me not. There's a discount. I come out. He's smoking his cigarette. I pull an apple box out of the truck. There's Joe's shoes. They're perfect. They fit perfect. They look perfect. They're light. It's Christmas Eve. We have a jacket and we have shoes. It's Christmas Eve. People are coming and going. But we've decided we're having Christmas in the parking lot. Brother Joe's packages are there. There's the hose. There's the nozzle. There's underwear. There's pants. There's socks. And the shoes fit. People are staring. My friend doesn't care. Magic carpet to Navigator. Where do we go next? The dollar store. Okay. What do we need at the dollar store? I don't know. I'm not sure. I park. It's Christmas Eve. He looks at me. He looks at the distance. I realize he can't walk that far. Let me drop you off. We move our parking spot. I take him to the front. I drop him off. I repark. I walk in. The dollar store's packed. People are buying candy, Christmas wrapping. Randy's buying aspirin. Can I have 2 boxes? Sure. He's buying vitamins. He says, I'm trying to get my immune system up. So we get B, C, E, vitamins. What else do you need? I need glasses. So we go to the glasses, readers. He goes, can I have 2? I go, of course. I wear black glasses. Randy now has black glasses. We look alike. We're both wearing black glasses. We need razors. Hey, can the Cool Man have some razors? Sure. Of course. Cool Man Swears that the women's razors are sharper. So Kuman gets pink razors. Randy gets blue razors. To the back of the store we go. We're getting dishwasher soap. No, not dishwasher soap. We're getting laundry detergent and bleach. Oh, you have to bleach some stuff. Nope. What do you mean? You got bleach. Nope. This is for the buckets. The buckets? Yes, sir. No, sir. Don't come close to my home. Sweet home can't catch no dose of my hot tail poontang sweetheart. Sweat hog ready to make a silk puss from a J. Paul Getty and a ZL with a face and a beer. Home. Sweet home. Magic carpet. Navigator. Where are we going next? Walmart. What a zoo. I'll drop you off. See you in a sec. Underwear. Pretty particular. I guess everybody is. T-shirts. Pretty particular. Long underwear. Gets cold. Hey, is it lunchtime? Yeah, what do you want to eat? Pho? Pho. 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 Oh, right, you lived in Bangkok. Sushi? A little early for sushi, I think. How about Japanese? Robotos. Should be close. In a Publix parking lot. In we go. I'll have Korean. I'll have hibachi. Can I have a beer? Of course, man. Whatever you want. Next up, my idea. Magic carpet. 2, Navigator. You need to go see your mom. Man, that's heavy. I know, man, but you got a mom. Gotta go see your mom. He says, you know what would be great? If I had a trigger. I'll go, what's your trigger, man? She loves these almond roche candies. If I could have that, she would remember me. I go, there's a Publix. Why don't you stay here? I'll walk in, and I'll get it. I go inside Publix. They have the roches, but they're hazelnut. I go to the card section. Merry Christmas, Mom. Back to the van. A little disappointed that they're hazelnut. I go, maybe it's not the right trigger. It might work. Off we go. Back to a scenic route. He decides he needs to see the country. So instead of taking the main roads, we take the Miccosukee Highway. Apparently the Fleischmans own plenty of land right there, on the left and on the right. And as you go down that road, there's horse crossing. It's like humans for pressing a button for horses. It's a 2-laner. The land grows on left and right. It's 6 feet high on either side of this highway. It's 55 miles an hour. He knows exactly where he wants to go. Slow down, man. Pull into the left. My friend made this lake. I go, this is private property. He goes, no worries, man. We pull back into this private property and we drive back in, I don't know, 2 miles. And on the right is the most beautiful little private lake I've ever seen in my life. He beams with pride. His friend has built this lake. His friends dug it and trucked it out of there. It's a big deal. It's an amazing lake. It looks like Pebble Beach. Off we go to Mom's. Make a left. Make a right, make a left, make a right. Main roads, back roads. Lo and behold, there's the nursing home, as I remember it last year. We park. You got a pen? Yeah. We go inside together. What last year was seating is now just reception. So to visit, you have to visit with inside the entire nursing home. Can't find Mom. She's playing bingo. Can't find Mom. She's watching TV. Can't find Mom. Look in her room. Can't find Mom. Did you check the bathroom? Don't want to. We'll check it. She's not there. Mom's visiting in the north wing. She's not where anybody thought she was. Relatives are looking for her. She's fine, of course. They find her. There's Randy and his mother. I walk up. She says, verbally I can hear it, who are you? Not to me, to Randy. I'm Randy. Oh. She trusts him that he's Randy. He has a card. He has candy. Everybody's happy. The staff is dressed festively. It's Christmas Eve. I take pictures. They smile. I announce that I will wait outside, and they have their visit. I go outside and wait. Visiting with Mom can be sad. Randy exits the nursing home. He apologizes for taking too long. I say, no worries, brother. It's all good. He says, she just doesn't want me to go. I tell him I understand. He says, no, you don't understand. She doesn't want me to go. And when I say I have to go, she wants to go with me. But she can't. It's sad. We get in the van. It's solemn. No talking. More sadness to come. As we leave the nursing home, things are quiet. What's the matter? Well, I know all this stuff will be on my front yard and you're going to drive away. I go, do you not have room for it? He goes, no. I just know that you're just going to dump this and you're going to drive away. I go, no. And yeah, but I have to get back. Sadness. On the way back, we find places to stop, people to talk to. Randy's proud. It's Christmas Eve. We're together as friends. I believe he's showing me off. We stop and talk for lengths to his friends that I meet. Finally, eventually, organically, it's time to go home. It's now 8 hours later. We cross the 10. We're on 19. We make the right. 3.5 miles back behind the 10. I back it in. The van is full of Christmas. Blankets, shirts, shoes, a chair, booty, pirates, life, food, money. Prior to, one last stop. Not to the Mobile. This time the Sunoco. Why the Sunoco? They have my brand. Can we stop and get a drink and celebrate? Well, Randy, I'm not drinking. Well, no, for me and the Coon Man. Of course. We pull up, and it's been interesting that he wants or needs things, but I have to stand and pay. It's beginning to get awkward. I go, Randy, what if I gave you everything in my wallet? Really? Yeah. I reach into my wallet and I grab everything that's in it in cash. I pull it out. I hand it to him. 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, $101. Oh my gosh. Now look, Randy, go in and get your celebration. He goes, can I get Coon Man what he drinks? It's not my money anymore. It's your money. Go do what you gotta do. It's all good, brother. We're now at the box. Backed in. There's Coon Man. He loves his knife. Brother Joe is given the gift of 100 feet of extra strength water hose and a nozzle. Brother Chris has given the gift of 100 feet of 12 gauge, 110 volt extension cord. What on earth is this for? Looking into the woods, there's a recovered washer. The washer sits on a pallet. Apparently, the washer works fine. They run an extension cord to the neighbor. They've been allowed. They run the hose to the neighbor. It's been allowed. They pull 100 feet to their side. It's washing day. It works. They are washing their clothes in an electric washer in the woods. Hang dry. Clothespins. All good. Flashback. Dollar store. Renews it. Why? Renews it. Why? Oh, I like the smell. It's like Hawaii. Why? The box smells so bad. We renews it and aerosol it. Oh, that's the smell. Sitting and talking, they drink their drinks. Life is good. Blues plays in the background. Old school. Heavy blues. Harmonicas. Slide guitars. It's wailing. I wait for the conversation to just relax, just for a minute. Hey man, I gotta go. At this point, I'm driving home in the dark, and I drove up here in the dark. I'm tired. I'd love to sit. I'd love to chat, but I gotta go. Understand, man. Just put the stuff in the yard and drive away. I go, that's not the way it is, man. That's your stuff. You got a place for it, and then I'll go. Finally, conversation goes to conversation, which goes to conversation, and I do have to go. I put my apple boxes in the truck. The truck is empty. Christmas is now over, and I'm driving away. One last conversation, of course. I gotta go, man. Yeah, My mom didn't want me to go, and I have to go. I don't want you to go, and you have to go. Bye, Randy. Bye, Chris.